Okay guys, good morning. It's kind of an exciting day here on the Rancho. Not only is it a day to move forward and get so much closer to finishing up the garage project, but it's also the first day I'm using the Canon Vixia Mini, which is a tiny thing. I have the screen flipped up facing me now. You know how I love my my selfies. So we're going to get out to the garage and talk about what the how we're going to be chooching with the program today. Let's try not to get it frigged over. Let's try to do a good job and really get stuff ultra organized out there. Luckily, Jen went out, I think yesterday, and actually swept a lot of the garage and got a lot of the schmutz up. So I will see you out in the garage. Well, we're out in the garage now, and as you can see, there's still quite a few boxes here to be dealt with. And you know, now that we have the upper shelving up there and we can put a lot of stuff up on the upper deck, I've decided to sort of dedicate that to getting the paint cans and stains and things up there, and some of the goofy stuff. You see some pots there and an electronic scale, and it's just a mishmash of crap here on the shelves. And then once we get that a lot of that stuff put away that we're rarely going to use, then we can kick back and look at the shelving that we have to get the nails and the screws and all of the hardware organized here, because that's been one of the biggest bugaboos. You can see the nice it's kind of a funky morning outside today, but you can see the it's so nice to have the task lighting in here now, as opposed and also complementing some of the other lighting that was already existing. So things are shaping up. If you look at the workbench, yes, I got some new toys. I've got a signal generator down here. You can see that. I'm just getting used to pointing this Canon Vixia Mini, and also a nice transistor tester, which is real nice. If you know anything about transistors, sometimes they go bad, and if you can have a way to test them without removing them from the circuit board, this is your boy right here to do it. So I'm excited. The equipment keeps coming in. I have an oscilloscope over there that's still boxed, and some other signal generators too. So without any further ado, let's get on with the program. Things are going really good, guys, but I thought I would show you a little bit of moonshining history here on the Rancho. First, I'll show you up top side there, and you can see we've got all the paint cans organized up there, getting everything up at this end, sealers, thin set mortar, all the stuff that's rarely going to be used. We're sticking up here, but I'm down here working today, and what do I find in the closet? And you guys might think, what the hell is that, right? This little thing? This, guys, is history. This is the very first moonshine that was ever made here on the Rancho years ago. I wouldn't drink this if you paid me. It's in the little bottle there. It's probably about 15 proof. It was made with a converted, what do you call it? Osmosis system. I don't know, one of those things that steam distillation machines that sits on the countertop. Get a good look at that crap. You want a drink? I'll tell you what, but I'm going to keep it. It's a little piece of history here on the Rancho. All right, guys, back to work. It looks like all of a sudden, guys, we're in fisheye mode here. No idea how that happened. The next thing to go here, we're in a super wide angle. The next thing that's going to go here is these doors on here. Since I don't have the ones on the other side, they really don't serve a useful purpose. I know somebody will message me, oh, you could have turned this one around on the top, but there's just no point. I'd rather have open shelving here, so out they go. Then I have a better idea where stuff is, and if things sit on the floor, then you know, it gets in the way. So yeah, off they go. you know what? You guys aren't even here, and you made me feel friggin' guilty about wanting to tear off the doors here. Okay, the Rosie girl has heard you. I decided to take the lower door off there and flip her around and mount her up. Okay, so is everybody happy? Yes. Get this door up here. Where did yeah, there's my chooch. Get this son of a gun up here. Get the other one up, and now, yeah, we got double doors on here. Everybody's happy. Gee, Rosie, you would think that you would be smart enough to realize if you have doors that close, not to throw them out. Really? Alright, so, yeah, that's that. Get this sucker up here. I don't know, I have no friggin' idea what the hell happened to the other doors on here, but like I say, where's that last one? Got it? Oh, sucker. Oh, this one will do. I have no idea what happened. This place was so frigged up when I moved here. There we go. So, okay, everybody happy? The program's a little cockeyed here, a little dickered with the knobs, but you know, it's what it is on the Rancho. So that's pretty good. All right. So yeah, I'm kind of glad I kept that. I can keep the nails and stuff there. So all right. Well, thank you guys for pushing me to do that. Well, it's kind of cool with the fisheye. You get the 170 degree view here. But what I've done over here now is I got this I'm putting everything to do with drywall taping tools, drywall tape and things up on this shelf here. And on this shelf is all the screws that I have. And I have, believe me, I have a lot. If you look at this can of stuff that was on the floor, I got a lot of stuff to get sorted out here, but I don't have to worry about that too much today. Get it all sorted and then into the right boxes, and then I've got everything to do with nails and brads and staples on here. So I'm happy. It's getting a lot more organized. I'm now going to get up the next pegboard over there. It's about time that I got onto that particular challenge, because I'm now going through boxes of stuff that's just been set aside. You know, when you finish a project, whoop, just throw the son of a bitch in and be done with it. So I can hear all the guys laugh. Yeah, that's what I do. That's what my garage looks like a sight. So I'm going to go ahead and get the other pegboard set up, and we'll get some more tools up. Okay guys, you can see I've got the pegboards pretty well situated over here. I still have to do the left side over there. I have the cutout for the power. We'll be mounting the cover plate on top of that for safety. So I'll just go ahead and knock off these last two over here. Just get this left side, and we should be all good to go. And I did not cover, you'll see I did not cover the back of the big power drop here from the electric company, gas and electric company. I figured it's safer to sort of not get used to hanging things in the front and the back. You know, just let that be. I've got plenty of room still up here to put some tools for the workbench, so I'm just using some drywall screws just to get that secured real good. And I'm very happy. Down here where it's overlapping the drywall, I can always punch through the drywall if I want to hang things lower. So that's no big deal. And there we go. So she's all secured, looking good. We'll get some more of our hanging chooches, and we'll keep hanging stuff up. Well, I'm sure you guys must have had the experience of not being able to lay your hand on one of your tools. So what do you end up doing? You end up going out and buying another one. And it's funny, when you finally take the time to do a really intensive cleanup like I'm doing today, you find out like you've got multiple. You see up here I've got two scribing compasses here, and I got one drill set there that I finally put all together, all the parts. And look at all the other drills that I've had here. There's more up here too. It just it's insane, but it's looking good, guys. Things are coming along real well. If you look behind me on the second pegboard up here, it's really filling up good. I'm going to put a couple more of those chooches on to hold screwdrivers and stuff. So yeah, getting organized. You know, it's kind of sad when you think of all the money that was spent on stuff that wasn't really necessary. But hopefully, once we get this organization done, you can always hope that it'll be a lot neater job, okay? Keeping stuff square. Later. If you hear like an alarm, like a bell going off, don't worry. They just robbed the bank up on the corner there, so they're trying to yeah, there it is. They're trying to reset. You know, it's just another week in the hood. What can I tell you? So we made a lot of progress. You look behind me here at the shelving with all the garden stuff up top, and then some of the stuff like you know, the oil, the lubricating oils and things like that. And then we go down to some of the measuring devices, all of our drills. I've probably bought 25 tubes of caulk because you can never find it when you need it down here. So it's looking real good. You can see the organization on the screw shelf here and the nails. So I'm pretty happy. You can see the other board over there is really filling up big time too. And I'm just working down on the bench. I've gotten rid of a lot of boxes so far. I got the big electrical box, and that's going to have to stay a while because that's going to be a major sorting job. So I'm trying to now work down on the bench a little bit and get some of these boxes away and declare it a great day. I got a lot of stuff to go up on the shelves. I got to get some more brackets. I got another upper shelf to go get some bracketing, so I may in fact go down there this afternoon and grab that. Who knows? You gotta love the boss. What does he do? He calls me, he texts me today, get on the job. I said I'm cleaning up the shop. I sent him a picture. He said it looks like a toilet. He said you're totally clueless. It's looking pretty good though, and look at the tools I got hung up back here. I'm really happy, but I have found stuff like you wouldn't believe. I mean, I've managed to put the socket and wrench set together for probably the first time since I moved out here. I found screwdrivers galore and stuff I never even knew I had. So we're really in the home stretch now of getting stuff done. I've got one big electrical box that's going to have to still be sorted out. A lot of this stuff can go into some sub cartons and be stored up above here. I've got plenty more room up there. This will be for the weekend coming up. And then of course I have the plumbing box, but you can see quite a few boxes have been worked down on here. So I'm going to finish on the home stretch here. I don't know, sometimes this thing goes to the super wide angle. Ooh, and sometimes it's runs the flat screen, but I think it's starting to really take shape in here, guys. So let's try to ram this baby home to the finish. Well, turn off Phil Collins here. Oh, as the sun sets on the rancho, we're wrapping up a hell of a work day here in the garage, now the workshop, and I think everything went fantastic. I'll give you the $2 tour in a second. You can see some of this. This is not Frankenstein's laboratory here. Oscilloscopes, RF generators, transistor checkers, distortion analyzers. I have more stuff in boxes here, guys. This is where the fun begins. We're going to have a blast going forward, working on vintage stereos like this beautiful Sansui 331 that I fixed before. So stay tuned. Anyway, let's go ahead and get the tour. Thank you, Phil. It's so nice to have everything sort of tucked away now. You can see some of the some of the future projects up there. Everything from Marantz cassette decks to CB radios to old tube receivers. It's all up there on the upper deck, and there's room for a lot more. I still have a lot of room when I sort out all the electrical stuff. It can go up here next weekend. Well, actually this coming weekend. I only got 2 more boxes to go through. It's been a tremendous amount of progress in terms of stuff being put away. You can see what I term, you know, don't call it Dr. Mrs. Frankenstein's workbench here, with some of the equipment that we're going to be using to do our thing here, and that's going to be exciting. So everything is now shelved. All the screws, all the nails, everything is ultra organized in terms of where it should be. And yeah, I guess I'm glad I salvaged this one drawer and changed the magnets on it to be able to close that one. That's awesome. And there's still all the tools. Almost every single tool I have is now hung up, and I'm very happy about that. And I found stuff, wrenches and sockets and stuff that I haven't seen for for years here. So I'm really loving it. Well, that's going to wrap it up for today, guys. But I'll tell you, we are going to have a lot of fun coming up here out in the shack. And with not the shack, but out in the garage. We'll have to think of a name for the woman cave out here. The mad scientist, Rosie the mad scientist. The audiophile. I love audio, especially vintage stereo and stuff. So it's going to be a lot of fun to get some stuff, some old vintage stuff cranking again that people basically gave up on. And that's the beauty of knowing what you're doing in electronics. So thanks for being here today on a fun day. The first day I've been using the Vixia Mini here, the Canon Minia, the Vixia Minia. Sometimes it does the wide thing, sometimes it does the flat thing. I never know when I never know when I go to chooched a movie which mode it's going to be on. But thanks so much for being along today, guys. Mwah.